All right, tonight's homework, we have 3-73 through 3-77. Starting out with question 3-73, if you read through the directions here, we are converting them between fractions, decimals, and percents. So using that portion web that we learned last week, we would write the fraction, decimals, percents in the triangle. If you just would like for this, you can probably just write them out on the side. If you would like to draw the portion web, go ahead and do that, or if you already have. So just to kind of give you a hint, like the first one, they give you 4/5. They want you to write it as a decimal, a percent, and words or picture. So again, I could write 4/5 if I'd have to convert that to my decimal, knowing that using the giant 1, 4 times what is 100? Well, 4 times 20. So what I do on the bottom, I'll do on the top, would be 80. So then I could put my decimal as 8/10 or 80/100. You choose 80%. And then I can choose to write either or 8/10, 80%, or 4/5 as a word, or draw a picture. If you just even wanted to draw a picture, break them up into 5 pieces. And then you could like color them in, and there's your 4/5. So for the next one, they give you the decimal. You have to show the fraction, percent, in words or picture. C gives you the percent, so you need to give me the fraction, decimal, or words in the picture. And then the last one, they give you the word, so I need the fraction, decimal, and percent. Moving on to 74. Maya and Logan each made up a Guess My Decimal game just for you. Use their clues to determine the number. Maya gives you the clue. The decimal I am thinking of is 3/10 greater than 80%. What is my decimal? Well, you might want to convert your 80% to a decimal and then add it to 3/10, and you probably should figure out what her decimal is, her final answer. Logan then continues the game with his clue. My decimal is 3/100 less than 3/10. So again, you could write your 3/10 as a decimal. And looking at that decimal, what is 3/100 less than that? So you're going to have to do some subtraction as well. And going back to A, there is your decimal. How do you get greater than 3/10 using that? Flipping it over to the back, looks like you have a graph to look at and answered 3 questions. There's not a lot of room. And again, this states how do you know, and that's why I'm saying there's not a lot of room. And don't forget to show your work for C. Easy way to lose points on the test. This is why we practice on our homework. So maybe if you want to tell how you know here, for B over here, and show your work down below. Just make sure again that you're showing your work. It's pretty simple. Just a question about dog walking. You can look at where Jimmy and Amanda's points are on the graph to answer the questions. 2 to go, 76. Preston, pick 5 playing cards. So out of a deck of cards, you got a 2, a 3, a 6, a 5, and a 1, which there probably wouldn't be a 1 in playing cards. So, but again, what 2-digit numbers could he create that would give him the greatest sum? So which 2 digits can you add together using all 5 of these numbers? Just show your work and then give your answer. For B, what 2 and 3-digit numbers could he create that have the smallest sum? Is there more than one possibility? What is the sum? So just again, playing around with the numbers. There is a right answer, but as long as you're trying something here with these 5 numbers, you're going to get credit for it, and we'll go over it in class. Using distributive property, then rewrite each product below, simplify your answer. We already gave you the hint, multiplication parentheses. So for the first one, we could break it down 1 or 2 ways. We have 28 times 63. So again, we could probably go 28 times 60 plus 3, or we could reverse it and go 63 times 20 plus 8, whichever way, multiply multiply, add up your sum. Again, you could use the generic rectangle if you'd like. Just showing you for the first one. We got 20 plus 8, and then we have 60 plus 3, which I think is probably the easier route. Not knowing what 28 times 6 and adding a 0 in my head, maybe the generic rectangle for the next 3 would be the easier way for you to go. All right, so that's your homework tonight. Hopefully any questions got answered. There's an answer key attached on Google Classroom. We'll see you in class tomorrow.